Hey traders, here's another Johto Master Fair Sync pair that is going to be quite an interesting addition, especially that we've gotten an earlier look at Shiny Celebi, but we're getting actually Lyra and Celebi in this color, normal Celebi, right? So let's take a look at Celebi's moves, passive skills, and sync grid. Alright, so if you haven't checked out, by the way, the other moves, I've already posted Beaten Hatterene and uh, Suit Ethan and Lugia's moves, passive skills, and secrets. So you can check that out after this video, or if you're curious now, you can just go ahead and see what they are. Thanks to GamePress, who have just put this up today. So again, all this is data mined, and we could find that this is a grass type. This Pokemon's a grass type, weak to bug. The role is going to be a tech for this sync pair, and here are the stats for Celebi. Celebi has an HP of 636 with the attack stat of 332. Um, Along with that, we have the defense of 190, special attack 420, and the special defense at 190. Speed is 336 with a bulk of 611. So those are going to be the stats for Celebi. Okay. Now here are some of the moves for Celebi. Grassy Glide is the power of 100, which will not consume the move gauge when the terrain is grassy terrain, which is awesome. So I'm reading that Celebi is going to have a grassy terrain here. This Grassy Glide is going to be a 3 move gauge bar usage. It has Dire Hit All Plus, raises the critical hit rate of all allied sync pairs by 2 stat ranks. You can use it twice. Grassy Terrain, here it is. You can use Grassy Terrain twice, turns the field of plays terrain into grassy terrain. Quite nice for Celebi, honestly. And then Voice of the Forest, you can use this twice. Raises an ally's attack and special attack by 2 stat ranks. Cool. And applies the gradual healing effect to an ally. So that's going to be quite nice. Um, Definitely, this is a techie support like kind of sync pair, given the fact that we have grassy terrain, and then we also have trainer moves that is targeting an ally. So let's read up on the passive skills, or the sync move rather first. Time Transcending Magical Leaf. This attack's power increases when the terrain is grassy terrain, power of 200. Here are the passive skills. Johto Pride, similar to Suit Ethan and and Lugia, but this time Johto Pride powers up the physical attack moves of all allied sync pairs by 20%. Alright, reduces physical attack move damage taken by all allied sync pairs by 25%. More allied sync pairs with the Johto theme you have on your team, the higher these percentages are. Alright, and then more info about that. The maximum power up is 50%, maximum damage reduction is 31. It has a hassling hit 9 passive skill. It leaves the target flinching, confused, and trapped when the user attack move against it is successful. That is wonderful. All three happen. That's insane. Hassling hit 9. Ooh, that's really cool. Flinching, confused, and trapped. And trapped. So you can use like Grassy Glide or right? That's the pretty much only move you can use. All right. So the setup here is you want to use the grassy terrain and then grassy glide, so move gauge will not be consumed there. All right. Continuing on the passive skill, Ruthless 9 lowers one of the following target's following stat by 2 stat ranks at random. Wow. That's cool. When the user's attack move is successful against a flinching, confused, or trapped opponent. Celebi is going to be really annoying to go up against if you're the opponent. Turbo Turf 2 quickly charges the move gauge when the terrain is grassy terrain. That's good, so you can continue use Grassy Glide. I'm liking Celebi. I did not expect this kind of info to come down for Celebi here. Alright, let's take a look following from these uh, theme skills. Well, let's take a look at the sync grid for Celebi. I'm sure it's going to look really nice. Alright, so we got some attacks, stats, HP, special attack, speed, defense. Okay. We have 2 sync nodes. Dire Hit All plus MP Refresh 2, Grassy Terrain MGR 3, Grassy Terrain MPR 2. Definitely go for the Grassy Terrain MPR 2, and maybe with the Grassy Terrain MGR 3. Grassy Glide, Move Gauge Refresh 3, maybe. Voice of the Forest, MPR 2, I would get that, especially you want to, get the gradual healing effect and kind of help your team increase stats, right? Voice of the Forest, Mighty Friend 9, that's new. When the user's move targeting an allied sync pair, excluding field effects, is successful, increases the physical move's up next effect. That's pretty good. Defense Crush 4. Okay, Confusion Synergy 3 powers up the user's moves when the target is confused. That's a good addition. Quick Cure, alright, removes the confused, right, flinching and trap conditions. First time they're inflicted. Adrenaline 1, Grand Entry 2, Stationary Target 3 powers up the user's moves when the target is trapped. Fierce Entry 2 for Celebi's attack stat to increase by 2 when you throw her in. Mind Games 4, Power Play. Alright, Power Play, the more this target's stats are lowered, the more it powers up the user's sync move. So that's great for you, Celebi wannabe users for her to use the sync move. Verdant Immunity, status conditions cannot be inflicted on the user when the terrain is grassy terrain. Hmm, interesting. Verdant Recovery 1 restores the user's HP whenever its Pokemon takes an action when the terrain is grassy terrain. I think that's really nice. I think Verdant Recovery 1 is going to be nice for Celebi to remain on the field. And we got some Grassy Glide power-ups and a starting node. So that's basically the rundown of her sync grid tiles. All right, Celebi's sync grid tiles look nice, but Celebi itself, even without some of the sync grid tiles, is just insane. Ruthless 9, Hassling hit 9. That's already like like yeah, that's definitely Master Fair worthy here. Grassy Terrain with Grassy Glide. Ooh, it's like Chef's Kiss. Again, another sync pair that I'm definitely looking forward to. Let me know, trainers, what you think about this sync pair, Lyra and Celebi, in the comment section. I want to read and listen and read basically everything that you want to talk about and say. Are you excited for this sync pair as well with the moves that were just released by GamePress? Thank you, GamePress. Let me know what you think. Um, Looking so good so far. Take a look at my the rundown of Suit Ethan and Lugia, and if you haven't seen already, I posted a Datamined discussing everything, or at least most things that are coming, or most likely coming to Pokemon Masters. So, thanks so much for watching, trainers. I will catch you on the next video. Stay tuned for the next moves or any kind of video that you'd be interested in. Take a look in my channel. Until then, see you in the next one.